Hey, mysterious fellows. Ready for today's story? Get cozy and be ready for the odd adventure ahead. See you on the other side. Whispers in the walls. In the heart of the small town of Willow Creek stood an old Victorian house, long abandoned and cloaked in an aura of decay. Neighborhood kids dared one another to approach it, but no one ever lingered for too long. They whispered tales of dark shadows lurking behind the cracked windows and of eerie sounds that floated on the night air like an uninvited guest. One stormy evening, a group of teenagers decided it was time to unravel the mystery of the McAllister house. With flashlights gleaming in their hands and bravado racing in their hearts, they pushed through the rusty gate and approached the warped front door. It creaked open as if welcoming them into its cold embrace. Inside, they were greeted by an overwhelming scent of mildew and dampened wood. The air felt thick and heavy, as if the house itself was breathing around them. The faint sound of dripping water echoed from somewhere deeper within, mingling with the increasingly loud thunder that rolled outside. "Let's split up and search for clues," suggested Tom, the unofficial leader of the group. Despite the protests and shared nervous glances, they scattered into the house, each gripping their flashlights tightly. Emily and Sarah opted for the dusty parlor, where old furniture loomed like ghostly silhouettes. A cracked mirror hung crookedly on one wall, reflecting their anxious faces back at them. Suddenly, a faint whisper curled through the air, chilling the warm breaths escaping their mouths. "Did you hear that?" Sarah asked, her voice shaking. "It's probably just the wind," Emily replied, but she couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone. In the kitchen, Jake and Mark were examining ancient utensils that lay scattered on the table, their colors faded like memories. As they laughed nervously at their own bravery, the temperature dropped, and a distant sobbing filled the air, sending a shiver down Jake's spine. "Did you guys hear that?" he asked, looking around the room. The two exchanged nervous glances, unwilling to admit what they had both felt. The presence of sorrow, lurking just beyond sight. Meanwhile, Tom ventured upstairs, drawn by the sound of rhythmic thrum of a mellow tune. As his conscience drifted apart from him and he felt faint coming. Through his blurry vision, he saw a long silhouette of a creepy woman at top of the stairs, reaching out her arms as if beckoning him to come up. His hallucination was cut off when he heard the screams of his fellows from below. Their terrifying screams jerking him from his trance. He shook his head and rushed back into the screaming of his friends. As he reached the last stair and the scream stopped, he called out to his friends' names one by one, but in vain. As checked all the rooms, his friends were nowhere to be found. He assumed that they had just left. "Ha ha, a bunch of scared worms," he said as he went to the main door to leave. As he approached the door, a window blasted open with a bang of thunder. As he was startled, the door shut with a thud. A few months later, a new tale of lost teenagers was now circulating the town. The end. For now. Part will be posted next week. Till then, what do you think happened? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay mysterious. Goodbye.